This is the evening of the full moon in Leo, which happened at 13 degrees. And I thought it would be helpful to do a little video to talk about the energy and some thoughts on navigating this time. So where we are is we have this whole stellium of planets in Aquarius. We have Mercury, Venus, Mars, we have Pluto there, and of course the sun. And we have this luminous, beautiful full moon in Leo that's just lighting up our heart. Why would this be great for this moment? You know, all of the Aquarian energy, it's highly revolutionary. It is with Pluto there. We have started a cycle going for the next 20 years where we are going to see a shift of power from that top-down type structure and to you and me, to everyday people. And so this is going to look really messy for a while. There are a lot of uh, there are human rights issues at stake in the world right now, and we are highly aware of that. You know, you're seeing this in more than one country right now, where authoritarianism is not working well for the people. And that is that revolutionary Pluto in Aquarius energy that we have ushered in. We have been ushered into this new era and where all of our nervous systems are activated right now. So, like this week, and if you like to watch my videos, you probably know that I always talk about ways to calm the nervous system, especially if you are a reader of energy, if you are highly sensitive or psychic and aware, and if you are absorptive, if you absorb the energies around you, if you come as, you know, a channel of someone who's open, a human crystal. So you may sometimes feel, especially this week, really frazzled with the energy because everyone is frazzled with the energy. And so you're picking up on everyone. And there's this chaos in the world right now because we don't know where the power is going to end up. And so it's our nervous system, it's that who moved my food dish scenario where the inner being, the body, and the nervous system says, oh my God, I don't know what to, where, am I safe? How safe am I? This is a really great time to practice centering and grounding tools. Usually, when your nervous system is like completely hijacked, you don't feel like doing that. You know, you just want to scroll, but it's not the best for you. And if you can just take a few minutes a day, and there are other videos that I have done recently about grounding, getting centered, how to kind of own your head and this whole space so that you're not just sort of absorbing the broadcasts around you. I think that's really important right now with this stellium in Aquarius. You know, Aquarius has a lot to do with the nervous system and yeah, you know, because it's the two squiggly lines, you know, it's the electrical, telepathic, connectivity. It's connectivity. It's like the internet. And so all of that energy, and especially with Pluto there and Mercury, all these personal planets and the sun illuminating it, it's just a lot. It's a lot for your nervous system right now. It's a lot for my nervous system right now. Let's talk about this full moon because I feel this is very meaningful as we move forward because we're moving into the eclipse season we're going to have a solar eclipse on the 17th in Aquarius. So what's happening right now is your Aquarius sector is just on fire. So wherever you have Aquarius in your chart is just having all of these awakenings to what is your higher evolutionary level, whatever that means for you right now, whatever, as I say that, just take it how it resonates for you. It's all being illuminated, and the full moon in Leo is had a ding there. That's okay. The full moon in Leo is the heart. It's the heart-centered awareness of who you are as a creative being. So wherever you have Leo, or if you have fixed, if you have planets in Taurus or Aquarius or Leo or Scorpio, you're going to be feeling this full moon as well. And it has this energy, this warmth that is not in the Aquarius sector, okay? So right now, there's just so much mental circulation of ideas and right and wrong and all of the ideas of revolution. And it's all in the mental sphere. And so we really need heart right now. We need to drop out of the head, and that itself could be a tool. Even if, like, if you're feeling really frazzled this week, just drop out of your head, and you can fill your head with light instead of thoughts. And those are two different things. Okay? Thoughts is not the same as information. And this is stuff I teach in my energetics class. I just want you to just keep this very simple. You can choose a beautiful color. It doesn't have to be the one I choose. But if I were to choose it, let's just use gold. And just fill up your head with that. Drop out. Have you ever, you go in the closet, if you have a closet and just part the clothes, you want to part the thoughts and you want to fill it up with a beautiful golden light and then drop into the heart, especially if you get this video when I'm doing it here on the full moon. We're going to have it all night, so just and just be in the heart, because the heart is the place, I've said this so many times, that connects with the soul. This is where the soul is speaking to you about what you really want, who you really are, who you really love, all that stuff. And up here is, whatever's thinking you up here is not going to help you right now, especially with so much fractured energy in the world and so much unrest and pain. It's really important for you to put on your own oxygen mask before you help others. And part of that is taking 5 minutes or an hour or whatever you can offer to yourself out of the day to clear out the thoughts and and drop out of your head and into your heart. And there's a concept in A Course in Miracles. I've been thinking about this a lot this week, called attack thoughts. And it's just the idea that there is no other. And so when we think of anyone, who are we thinking of and what are we thinking? Again, I'm not really advocating for a lot of thought right now, because I think we need to kind of take a rest and rest our nervous system. But if you were to look at thoughts this week, um, just observe whether they are attack thoughts. And I think that that's enough. Right now, there's an illumination in the Leo sector, the heart. So where we have Leo, um, is a place where there's a culmination or a fruiting happening for you right now with the full moon. And it's illuminating each of these planets in the stellium in Aquarius. So it's illuminating the thoughts in the Aquarius sector, the values, which are strongly highlighted in the Aquarius sector right now. It's highlighting the identities in the Aquarius sector, the sun. It's highlighting hidden things in the Aquarius sector, the power dynamics, Pluto. So, and it's, don't expect to have it all clear this tonight, just let yourself be aware of what's getting illuminated across the sky, so to speak. And then, even jot down like what's going on for you, how your values are changing, what your heart really wants, what's getting illuminated, because this is very heartfelt, very like, yeah, like what do I really want and what really makes me happy? Because that will be also coming up when the solar eclipse happens on the 17th in Aquarius. And that is a little bit later in the sign. I think it's 28 degrees. So wherever you have, we're gonna, in other words, like where we are now, like you're gonna be working your way through the degrees. You're gonna be like, by the time we get to that solar eclipse, you will have like a seasoned awareness of where you want to take a leap. And just also remember, we feel unsettled not only from the events in the world, but also our world is changing. Eclipses are changing us. It's eclipse season. So, who moved my food dish is very common where you're just like, oh my God, I just want to crawl under the covers. I don't want to deal. But it is this evolutionary movement forward. You're doing great. You're doing fine. And I think you just need to remember your heart and get out of your head a little bit. I'm going to leave it there. I'd love to know how this full moon was for you and what it's lighting up for you. Thanks for watching.